Hello. Hey, I want to ask you, when was the last time that you very intentionally, with forethought and some planning, thought about what you keep in your life and what doesn't make the cut? My name is Robin Reynolds. I am a systems engineer and a creative coach living in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And what I'd like to talk to you about today is that concept of what we keep and what we distance or discard. It's critical because a lot of times when we're not intentionally making those choices, what we're doing is filling our lives with things that we may not have chosen and that may not align with some of our core principles or our deepest dreams and desires. So let's take a step back. When I say what things are we keeping in our lives, what I mean is everything. Your thoughts, your books, how do you spend your time? What people do you spend time with? What is your career and how are you actually spending your days? And so I know that when we say it out loud, it sounds like, yeah, we should all be doing that. But the fact is, for me, a lot of these things happen to me um, environmentally or by osmosis. They just kind of came to me and I was swept along on the tide. But what I've found is if we stop and really discover or excavate our deepest dreams and desires, and by the way, those are not exactly easy to locate or find because for most of us, we have tamped those down for years and years, for our whole lives in many cases. We can't remember anymore what it is that we really, really love. And so it takes a little bit of work to kind of get down to the bottom of that again. The reason that matters is we should be aligning our choices in our lives with those deepest dreams and desires, the things that really give us joy and light us up. A couple of things about our choices when we decide what we are keeping in our lives. What we keep also is driving what we're not keeping, right? And so when we decide what to keep or what not to keep, we can open up some space in our life. If we're in transition and transformation and we're growing in a certain area and we're still trying to figure out who we are in that aspect of our life, if we have everything all jam packed full and there's no space to kind of try out new things and fit in something new, then we're going to have a really hard time. So opening up space is a marvelous, marvelous thing. And that's something that I want to encourage all of us to do as we make these choices. Um, One of the things that I also want to let you know is I have a free workshop coming up. It starts on Tuesday, September 13th, although I do have several different options for days and times. What we're doing during that workshop is we are beginning to take a look and intentionally find out what are our deepest dreams and desires. Not just that, but once we figure that out for right now, today, what is it that we really want? Then we're talking about how can we take some concrete steps toward making that realized in our lives, because we need some clarity on what we want, but that's not enough. Then we need some action to actually make it happen. So I would like to invite you personally to this workshop. I will put my website up there at the bottom. And if you go to my website, you can't miss it. There's a banner right at the top. If you click on that, you can choose a day and a time. And again, no charge. We're just there chatting and connecting and really diving into this topic because I think this is the foundation for everything that I have discovered about finding joy and passion and curiosity and happiness. And I want to share that with you. So go to my website, click that. I will see you next week. And thank you so much for joining me today. Bye bye.